Hello, it's time for my devotional of the day. Hello, I'm Redheaded Riding Hood. You can call me Red for short. I am doing this devotional on fear. Again, I talk about fear a lot, and incidentally, I just remembered my first live was about fear. I will link it below. It was March of last year, 2021, when I first went live. And yeah, I talked about fear because I went to a little clothing shop, a little shop that had different things. And I saw this and I wanted to get it because it says sometimes what you're most afraid of doing is the very thing that will set you free. And I did something today and I felt like I was afraid to do it, and I'm like, I just need to do it. And that is, I finally listed my RV for sale. It's like, what's the big deal? Why am I afraid? Just because I listed doesn't mean, you know. The stand. So I listed it. Yep. And we'll see. Your prayers are appreciated. I feel like God will work it out. And I'm going to be wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove. So yeah, once when I was very young, I think I'm not sure if it was right before we moved to Florida from California, 79, or if it was after on a visit back, but I believe it was in California when I went to eat Chinese food. I think I was eating Chinese food with my friend Louise, but I don't know. But I got a fortune cookie, and I didn't know that this was a Bible verse at that time, but later found out it was a Bible verse. There is no fear in love, but perfect love casts out fear, because fear involves torment, but he who fears has not been made perfect in love. We love him because he first loved us. That's 1 John 4:18 and 19. And I feel like, and before I had linked to the fear love continuum that Brenda Davies did on God is Gray, and I really thought that was very good. And she was talking about that just operating in the fear, and how that's how all the chaos and dysfunction and happens in the world. Anyways, kind of controversial maybe. Oh, I wonder if Elaine probably can't hear any of this. Dang it. I'm talking about fear, Elaine. I hope you can hear me. I need to put a note like on my phone. Get closer to me. anyways, so I find this with a lot of things in my life, and that I procrastinate because I'm afraid. I'm afraid of how much I'm going to have to pay. Although low battery, you know, I was putting off my taxes, but I had to do it. So I feel like I just feel so much better, and I feel like that's the way, like Joyce Meyer teaches on the fear, and that sometimes you have to just do it afraid. I think they call that exposure therapy. One time I went skydiving, but you know what happened? I got my mind set. I was trying to just not think about it, and I went. It was on my birthday, and oh, that's a great story for, maybe I should save it. No, I won't save it. But I set up my next live because the 13th ended up being on a Friday, and so I set up my skydiving for Friday the 13th because my birthday fell on a Friday. I was gonna go on my 50th birthday, and I chickened out and I didn't go. So I set up the skydiving. I mean, I found a place. It was a couple hours away. I went there. I was prepared to go. I signed the thing. I paid. I met this lovely woman there whose birthday was the same day as mine. She was going skydiving for her birthday, and we talked, and I gave her a copy of my White Elephant book for her son. She had a little son, 4 or 5 year old son, but she was just really, really nice person, and I got to meet her and talk with her. I had carrot cupcakes that I had made for myself, and I gave her a carrot cupcake. But we didn't go skydiving because the weather kept not cooperating. They said it was too cloudy or whatever, and they sent us home. And I was just like, oh, that, you know, mental gymnastics, trying to just not think about it, and then and just do it, and like I was prepared. I you know, so I still as yet haven't gone skydiving, but in my mind I feel like I conquered that fear already. But I mean I still, you know, and now I'm like, oh, I don't have to do that now. But I still may as yet do it. But anyways, it was a lot of build up for nothing. And then her husband said, oh, maybe it's a good thing you didn't get to go because it's Friday the 13th and something bad might have happened. I don't think so. But anyways, yeah, that's an interesting story. There's even more to it that's interesting. But anyways, perfect love and trust, I feel like, in God casts out fear. That's my word for today. Love you all. Bye.